So, it was finally here, our week in Fairview Fisheries. And it began with a rogue dog that we thought was Irv's deciding to attack us. Me, as always, got out the way and ran out the gate. And being me, I decided to record Mark's adventure with the dog, and I'll let you see what happened. The absolute devil dog. Alright?
No, I shoot myself.
So we're finally at Fairview. We've been waiting for a while to get here. All the excitement and build up, and it's finally happened. It took us 4.5 hours to get set up. Our fridge broke, so we had to go and buy a fridge. Susie G saved us. Legend. Rods are out. Seen a few fish. A couple of, I would say, 20s. Upper 20s. A couple of little fish. But Ev's been round, as he does, doing his rounds. Stray dog, nearly got bitten, or bit, or whatever you call it. Mark nearly died, but aside from that, it's a beautiful place. I'll let you see. There's the rods. There's Mark. There's a couple of other people fishing over there, and over there. There's Ev's out here. It's a canny kip, as Mark would say. But, see ya if something happens. Fish on. So we were still blanking. Mark was making a video to show the guys back at home what we'd been doing, how we'd set up, and what was going on in the fishery. It was getting tough and it was hard going. We'd been sat there for a long time, thinking about what we could change, thinking about what we could do, and we tried everything. But again, we were still optimistic that we were going to catch a fish. Going to get some maggots so we can do a bit of float fishing. Having a little look whilst moving around, see if there's anything about. Not much happening at the minute, but I think it's a bit too warm for them. Seem to be on the top. I don't know what that was. There's a lot of roach spawning at the minute, so there's a lot of action off the roach. There was a little carp just down here before, but it's not there anymore. But like I say, I'm going to get some maggots, and I'll see you soon. There's Marky G over there. See you over there. Little chimney here, there's his wood. But I shall see you soon. We were following the carp all over the lake, and it was just so frustrating that we couldn't catch one. As time passed, we started to think to ourselves, what are we doing wrong? What could we change? Are our rigs in the right place? Have we got the right bait out? Have we fed it up enough? But we always come to the same conclusion. We're doing everything right. It was just this was a hard water. But we kept at it and stayed optimistic. So, just had some tea. As you can hear, Mark is doing some cleaning in the background. Housekeeping is what I call it. It's been very quiet today. We tried a bit of stalk and caught nothing. Went on the floats, some maggots. Had roach, shitload of roach. Nothing big, tiny little things. There's two guys fishing over there. So night lights are on. It's dark. Isn't much happening. Are you feeling optimistic about the night greens?
Don't think anything's going to come tonight. I think it'll be early hours of Wednesday morning.
Wednesday?
I hope not. I'd like to see something out before then, but we've seen loads of fish. Loads and loads of fish. Loads of fish. And I would say some upper 20s. Especially the bigger now there, upper 20s definitely.
Oh, in the top corner.
Massive, biggest fish I've ever seen.
Had some back on it, like, didn't it?
I think if we just keep on the spots we're on, we're casting accurately, baiting up accurately, fish on the same spots for the week, the fish have got to pass there at some point. We've got to get there down and feed.
Got to at some point.
Loads of people saying, you know, put the bait in and fish off it. I think it's madness. I think it's a waste of bait. Get on it, put it on, because if they come into the swim, they could be gone by the time you get on it. You know, realistically, kilo of boilies over each swim. You've only put half a kilo on over each swim.
If that.
That can be sucked up 5 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, easy. Just keep the bait going in, dribble it in over the week. But I think there'll be a couple of fish out this week.
Hopefully get some through the night as well. Good morning, day 2. Standing at Mark and Paul's fishing adventure. Paul has been to the shop 475,000 times, and this is number 565 billion time now. Forget all sorts. This time I'm going for dog biscuits. Fuck knows what next will be the one. It's absolutely roast potatoes. But at least we haven't got the crazy dog there kicking off. Those are the biggest ever ditch in front of us. But let's have a drive to get some dog biscuits. So I've had nothing last night. Seeing loads of fish. Dinner time. It is absolutely boiling. Greeno's sweating. How hot is it, Greens? Kind of warm. It's kind of warm. Still no fish. Dinner's cooking. Bacon, cheese, tomato sauce wraps. Just stupidly hot. Don't know what to do with myself apart from just mong out. Like absolute mongs. Come fishing, can I catch a fish? Tuesday night, and we're still playing. Greeno's lost rock, paper, scissors for the 5th time. I think it's the 5th or 6th time now, and he's fizzing. Don't look, though, is the best way to do it. There's some randomers come in and decided to walk around the lake. Just walked into Irv's back garden, had a look around the lake. But we've got a few rods out on the bottom with just some maggots on, trying to get a few in. There he is, lad. There's the boy, Marty J.
B is for 2.
Thank you very much.
El Fango.
Yeah, El Fango. Aye, but just got some maggots on the bottom, tried to pull some in. Greeno has only went and caught himself a fucking eel. Slimiest, most horriblest thing in the world. What's it like, Greens?
Yeah?
You dirty eel.
Wow, look big from this angle. It was really horrible.
It was really horrible. I caught himself a fucking dirty, stinking rotten.
Swear on camera?
I don't have to swear.
No, well, she wouldn't.
I caught myself a little roach. I say a little, was that right?
Wasn't.
Touching a pond.
Wasn't touching a pond. It was 7 ounce.
Didn't wait, but that's very precise.
Half a pond.
Half a pond. We'll give him half a pond.
At best. I look like a mammoth from this side.
It's gonna be fucking class.
I'm going on the diet when I get back.
On a diet. I'll join you, because I'm canny chubby myself, mate.
Aye, fat.
Chunky monkey, as I like to call it. But we shall fish through the night and see what happens. But I think Tuesday is get drunk day.
Smashed and eat like.
Smashed.
I'm getting hammered. I'm going to go
Off.
home.
Day 3, weather is shite. Greeno, change of clothes. Come along to Hooters. It's a little swim just down from where we were. Try and get a few tench out, really. Anything that's just going to get us a little bit of action. The rods have not went off yet. Not even a beep last night. Not a thing. Temperature's dropped a lot. Very cloudy, very overcast, and it's been raining. Hopefully something happens today. But if not, we'll still be blanking. There's quite a few tension in the area. Mox just had a little nibble on his bottom bait rod. Some maggots on. Might see if he catch something. Good evening. Good evening. Try and do a video before, as you can hear, all the sheep are going absolutely crazy, talking to each other. Cows, sheep. There's sheep as well. There's sheep.
No, just cows.
That's sheep.
Just cows.
Blanking again. I think we'll call our little, if we ever made a YouTube podcast, we'd call us the Blankers, because that's all we seem to do. Weather's been shit. Raining most of the day. Alarms silent, as silent can be.
It will come on tonight though.
Do you think?
It will come on tonight.
Do you really think so?
I know.
I'm not 100% convinced.
By 4 o'clock in the morning, there'll be a cart in the bank.
Well, there's another guy came on, and he's fishing in the little, what's it called again? Hooters.
Chimney. Oh,
A Hooters is sitting and fishing Hooters, and he's up there with her there, just chucking bread biscuits out, dog biscuits out, sorry. That's what me and Mark are going to do tomorrow. We're going to spend the whole day, full day of just dog biscuits on the top.
Sitting seat and just fucking flinging biscuits out.
Just on top, try and get them feeding, just leaving one out there. Because we're having no luck trying anything else.
If we do 12 to 14 hours tomorrow, maybe, no, 12 hours or so, one's got to hit one of them biscuits. It's got to.
You would think it, mate. But everything else we're trying ain't working. We've been on the bottom, we've been on the top.
Hard water though.
Aye.
We knew it was hard water.
I would have been told it's a hard water.
I had a perch, like.
Oh, is that a perch?
Cheated, maybe. But...
I had a good bite before though. Fuck, he did. Nice bend in the rod when it, but it came off.
It was early this morning.
Earlier.
At 1 o'clock.
But
Gone quick today though.
no, it's been a quick
It's all
day.
about, we've enjoyed ourselves and that's what it's all about. Obviously fish will be more than welcome now, like 48 hours done. Done now, it's past. Halfway through now, by far halfway through. This time Friday you're at home, you know what I mean? So you've probably got what, 36 hours? 34 hours, something like that?
We need it to switch on tonight, we need it to switch on. But we'll see what happens. Hopefully at some point we'll be making one of these videos with a carp in our hands.
Otherwise it won't be getting fucking published. As simple as that.
Otherwise it's not happening.
Not even getting out in the courses though, man.
I know. Sweet to see. But we'll see.
His bobbin started moving. His bubble float moved and his surface indicator moved and went under. And then went, struck into it, and out there. I think he's got bread on. I think if it was a biscuit it would have been done. I think it would have been snapped up. I honestly think it would have been. If it was a biscuit it would have been done.
I think the hook was too disguised in the bread, as you would say. But I'm gonna sit here for, well, till we can't sit here no more really.
I'm probably going to try and push through at midnight.
I'll probably be asleep by 11 with Harry Potter on.
Got some food coming.
But there's something taken off the top, and that was a take by a carp that.
10:30 apparently is bite time, like.
Got a Chinese on the way as well, which will keep us good. Then we've got the voddy.
Got 2 lads just joined us. So,
See what happens.
nice water but hard.
If we get one through the night, we'll see you through night.
But we didn't see through night, we'll see in morning. But hopefully we'll see through night.